Dear friends, I am Umesh Sherke, Assistant Professor in Chemistry, ASC College, Raman Nagar, Burli, Taluka Police District, Sangli. As in previous lecture, we have seen the concept of aromaticity. Introductory part is finished. So in second lecture, we will discuss about the modern theory of aromaticity, that is Huckel's rules. So benzene is a different from other polyene compounds as it is stable towards the oxidizing reagents, that is KMnO4, K2Cr2O7. KMnO4 and K2Cr2O7 is a strong oxidizing reagent and it is stable to that oxidizing reagent. It clearly indicates that this compound is very stable. It is highly stable as compared to their non-aromatic analogues. Again, the third, it undergoes substitution reactions. So aromatic compound preferentially shows the substitution reaction rather than that of addition reactions, such as nitration, sulfonation, halogenations. So these electrophilic substitution reactions are more common in case of benzene. Number 4, all 6 carbon atoms in benzene are same. They all are sp2 hybridized. The carbon-carbon bond length are equal to the bond length is equal to 1.39 angstrom, which is in between carbon-carbon pure single bond length, that is 1.34 angstrom unit, and carbon-carbon double bond length is 1.54 angstrom unit respectively. So we know that if the benzene contains alternate carbon-carbon single and carbon-carbon double bond, then it must have the same bond length as illustrated in the figures. But the double bond which is present in the benzene are not static, so they are in delocalized conditions. That's why the bond length in the benzene, all carbon bond length is same, that is 1.39 angstrom units. So all the bonds in the benzenes are same. So this is the concept. This different behavior of benzene and benzene-like compound is termed as aromaticity. In 1931, German chemist Heinrich Huckel advanced the modern theory of aromaticity, according to which aromaticity is a function of electronic structure and the presence of benzene ring is not the absolute cause of aromaticity. He proposed that any compound is aromatic if it is possesses the following basic requirements. So what are the requirements to show the aromaticity of the compounds? So we will see the number 1, that is cyclic structure with conjugated pi bonds. The compound must have cyclic structure, that is closed ring structure with conjugated, that is alternate single and double bonds. The molecule must be cyclic with conjugated pi bonds, and pi bonds must be lie within the cyclic structures. So it may be conjugated, that means the delocalization is possible, alternate double and single bond is present. Number 2, the delocalization of pi electrons. Delocalization means the shifting of bond from one position to another positions. There must be a complete delocalization of pi electron over the entire ring systems. So that is called as the delocalization of pi bonds. Number 3, coplanarity. Coplanarity, complete delocalization is possible only when the ring stay in single plane. That is called as coplanar. That is, the entire ring atoms stay in the plane with p orbitals parallel to each other. So all the p orbitals which are present in the benzene are parallel to each other but perpendicular to the plane of the rings. That's why the benzene forms the pi electron cloud above and below the benzene rings. Number 4, Huckel's rules. The aim of Huckel rule is to test the aromaticity of a compound, whether the compound is aromatic or not. He proposed one rule, and it is provided an explanatory aromaticity based upon the molecular orbital theory. So MOT, that is called as MOT, that means molecular orbital theory, explain and give the support to the Huckel's rule. Number 1, Huckel's rule is an aromatic compound. Huckel's rule for aromatic compound, it states that the cyclic, what Huckel tells that it is stated that the cyclic fully conjugated planar ring system will be aromatic if the number of pi electron in the system is 4n plus 2 pi. The number of pi electron in the system is equal to 4n plus 2, where n is equal to integer. So it may be 0, 1, 2, 3 or 4. Number 2, Huckel rule for anti-aromatic compounds. It is stated that the compound must be cyclic, fully conjugated, planar ring system will be anti-aromatic if the number of pi electrons in the system is equal to 4n. Number of pi electrons in the system is equal to 4n, where n is equal to an integer. It may be 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So these two rules is for the testing the aromatic behavior of the compounds. The next point is applications of Huckel's rules. So Huckel's rules tells that the compound must be cyclic, planar, and it obeys the Huckel's rules of aromaticity, then it must be aromatic or anti-aromatic in nature. If it is not satisfy these conditions, then the compound is non-aromatic in nature. So we will see some applications of the Huckel's rules of aromaticity. First, when n is equal to 0, we take one example. So that is cyclopropene cation. So cyclopropene cation, the number of pi electrons in the system is equal to 4n plus 2. Is equal to pi electron is equal to 4 into 0 plus 2 is equal to 2 pi electrons. So this compound follows the Huckel's rules of aromaticity, that it is aromatic in nature as it is planar, conjugated. The shifting of one double bond is from one position to another position. So this compound is aromatic in nature. Number 2, when the n is equal to 1, we take an example, cyclopentadienyl anions. So here 2 double bond and 1 lone pairs. The lone pair of electron contains 2 electrons which is involved in the conjugation, then it is considered as a pi electrons. The number of pi electron in first molecule in the system is equal to 4n plus 2 is equal to 4 into number n is equal to 1. 4 into 1 plus 2 is equal to 6 pi electrons. Hence, the cyclopentadienyl anion is an aromatic system as it is conjugated, planar, and it obeys the Huckel's rules of aromaticity. Hence, the cyclopentadienyl anion is aromatic in nature. Second example, cyclopentadienyl cations. So cyclopentaheptadienyl cations. So it contains 3 double bonds and 1 plus charge. So this compound obeys the Huckel's rules of aromaticity. So 4 into 1 is plus 2 is equal to 6 pi electron. As it is planar, conjugated, and it has a 6 pi electron, so cycloheptadienyl cation is an aromatic compound. Number third example is benzene, where the n is equal to 1. When benzene, we will consider the benzene molecules. So it is conjugated 1. planar, and it obeys the Huckel's rules of aromaticity. So here 4 into 1, as the n is equal to 1, plus 2 is equal to 6 pi electron. Hence the benzene is also aromatic in nature. If we take another example, that is pyrrole. So pyrrole is an 5-member heterocyclic compound, as we are seen in the introductory part of the aromaticity. So here in pyrrole there are 4 carbon atoms. So one of the carbon atom get replaced by the nitrogen atom, then it is called as heteroaromatic compounds. So here n is equal to 1, 4 into 1 plus 2 is equal to 6 pi electron. The lone pair which is present on the nitrogen atom, it undergo into the delocalization. That's why the total pi electrons in conjugations are 6, as it is planar, cyclic and conjugated and obeys the Huckel's rules of aromaticity. The pyrrole is also aromatic compounds. So next example is furan. As in the case of pyrrole, furan is same as that of pyrrole, where the nitrogen get replaced by the oxygen. So here also same, 4 into 1 plus 2 is equal to 6 pi electron, as it is planar, conjugated and obeys the Huckel's rules of aromaticity. The furan is also aromatic compounds. Next is a thiophene. It is a 5-member heterocyclic compound, as it is conjugated, planar and obeys the Huckel's rules of aromaticity. So thiophene is also aromatic compounds. So next is a pyridine. So this pyridine is conjugated, planar and contains 6 pi electron, as 4 into 1 plus 2 is equal to 6 pi electrons. Also the pyridine is aromatic compounds. Number third, when n is equal to 2, the number of pi electron in the system is equal to 4 into 2 plus 2 is equal to 10 pi electrons. So we take an example, naphthalene. In naphthalene there are 5 pi bonds. So 5 into 2 is equal to 10 pi electrons. So here, so this naphthalene molecule is a planar, conjugated and obeys the Huckel's rules of aromaticity, as we apply the Huckel's rules to the naphthalene. So 4 into 1 plus 2 is equal to 10 pi electrons. So naphthalene is aromatic compounds. Second example is alpha naphthol. So derivative of naphthalene. When we apply all the 3 conditions to that molecule, so it must be an aromatic compounds. So this alpha naphthol is planar, conjugated and obeys the Huckel's rules of aromaticity. See here, 4 into 2 plus 2 is equal to 10 pi electron, as it contains 5 pi bonds. 5 into 2 is equal to 10 pi electron. Then the naphthalene, alpha naphthol, is aromatic in nature. Number third, that is beta naphthol. In case of alpha and beta naphthol, the position of hydroxyl group is different. In alpha naphthol, the hydroxyl group is present on alpha position, whereas in beta naphthol, the OH group is present on beta positions. So as it is conjugated, cyclic and contains 10 pi electron and obeys the Huckel's rules of aromaticity, then beta naphthol is also aromatic in nature. When n is equal to 3, so 18 anodines, the number of electron in the system, 4n plus 3 is equal to 4 into 3 plus 2 is equal to 14 pi electrons. Hence this 18 anodine is also aromatic compounds. So next, when n is equal to 4, number of pi electrons in the system is equal to 4. So here 18 aniline is also aromatic compounds. So we have seen the applications of the Huckel's rules in this regard. So by applying the Huckel's rules and by keeping all the conditions in mind, we have to differentiate whether the compound is aromatic or not. Thank you. Thank